What is up, YouTube? We are back with another video today. So look, this video is gonna be about like how I started sneaker reselling, how I got into shoes, where I came from, and like tips and tricks on like how to grow your social media and how I grew my social media. So let's get right into it, man. Alright, first we're gonna start off by like how I started getting into shoes and stuff like that. So when I was a kid, you know, all I really would have was like, I don't know, you can say like just tennis shoes. You know, obviously everybody got them light up shoes. I light up Lightning McQueens. But the thing is like the end of elementary and the beginning of like middle school when I got like my first pair of Jordans. Like, you know, I didn't really know anything about like retros and stuff like that. But you know, I got like some flights or something. Like here's a picture right here.
Boy, if you don't get,
I ain't gotta say nothing, but I know it. I know it. And then like once I started getting into more like my 8th grade year, that's when and like beginning of high school, that's when I had to start like, well, I've been working with my dad since I was 7 years old doing firewood. If y'all know what that is, y'all know it's hard work. But yeah, like I have to start buying my own stuff and stuff like that, you know. Yeah, obviously my parents, they gave me like a limit to every school year, but if I want anything else, I gotta buy it on my own, you know. And so really like I can start seeing that shoes are actually a lot of money, you know, stuff like that. So all I would buy was like Sperry's, Converse, or like just some cheap tennis shoes, just to get like a collection, you know, thinking I was cool or something like that. But that's really all I could get with the money that I'm making. And it really started whenever, it was junior or senior year when I posted my first, I made an Instagram just trying to sell, I was just trying to sell shoes. I had some Air Max Pluses, you know, I was probably like a size 8 or something at that time, 8.5. And the shoe was a size 11 that I bought for myself. So I had them both. And yeah, I posted it for like $40. They sold like after like 2 or 3 weeks. And I didn't know sneaker reselling was a thing at that point. But, you know, I was trying to make some money on the side, you know, trying to get stuff that I want. And yeah, and then, you know, I was posting more my whole collection, you know, cheap Air Maxes and stuff, getting $20, $30, $40 off of it, maybe 60. And then people started texting me on Snapchat because I posted on my Snapchat. So they're like, hey, get some Jordans, I'll buy this, get this shoe, I'll buy that. I'm like, huh? I'm like, okay, you know, and then I started doing some research on that stuff, and I started thinking like, dang, like $200 for some Jordans and stuff like that. But then, you know, at the time I really couldn't afford it of what I had right now, and then I was trying to build my way into getting that stuff. And like, I was a kid, I was selling brownies, snacks, Gatorades, you know, just have a whole backpack, because, you know, you can't sell it. I was being a little sneaky. Hey, like, meet me here, $1 in the restroom, you know, selling brownies and stuff like that. Just to make a little bit of money. And then once I started having the money to get like some Jordans and stuff, like actually doing my research, you know, I started getting into the sneaker reselling stuff. And yo, let's get to the next part, man. Look, so we got this room in the back. It's got like white brick on one side, red brick on the other side. We're trying to make it into a podcast room. So let me know if y'all want a podcast channel. You know, we're really interested in that. We could just talk about like sneaker reselling, what shoes we invest in and stuff like that. So just let me know down in the comments if y'all want one. But let's get right to it. All right, back to where we left off. So after I graduated, you know, I turned 18 years old and I got me a job at Walmart. My first ever job that I got, I was making some good money there. I was stocking dairy, milk, cheese, you know, biscuits and everything. But I would use that money to invest more into my sneaker business to make it grow faster, you know. I was trying to think smarter. And then, you know, so I'd always used to go to Longview. It's called Level Up, a store, one of my homeboy stores. I used to go over there just chill, you know, buy shoes. You know, I used to go buy over there. Like, they stopped selling used shoes, and now I go buy them. Like, here's a picture right here. You know, I'd be just chilling up there talking to them just because there wasn't like a sneaker store around anywhere. And my first store that I ever been to that was actually like reselling sneakers. And then they ended up moving to Tyler. So they ended up moving to Tyler like a week or 2 weeks after they opened in the mall. I got a call. I was asleep. I woke up. I was like, hey, what up, like, huh? So I answered the phone like, hey, what's up? And then they're like, hey, bro, you don't think that you'd want to work for us? Like, you're the first person that we thought about, you know, really trust you, and we really mess with you like that, you know? So like, oh, okay, like, let me talk to my parents about it and I'll let you know. I was tired, like, my parents is not gonna let me move out. I'm 18 years old, I just turned 18. They are not finna let me move out. So you know, I ain't let them know till like 2 weeks after, like a week after. I talked to my parents and I was like, hey, you think I could work for a store in Tyler? They called me. It's a shoe store that does what I do, and I see it as an opportunity for me because, you know, I can meet a lot of people through them and we can grow together, you know. And at first they were like, I don't know if you're ready to move out, you know. 18 is more than just moving out. You gotta, like, you know, like obviously like buy your own groceries, you gotta pay bills and stuff like that. So we ended up agreeing, and I got to move out. But let me tell y'all, man, this part is gonna be crazy. So, okay, look, there's barely people that know. So before I moved to Tyler, you know, me and my girlfriend were already looking for an apartment. What I do, I just go already start working at Level Up. I drive an hour and 10 minutes to go there. I work my whole shift. And guess what? I don't go back home. I don't go back home after work. I would sleep in the back of the mall for a whole week. In the back of the store. I had my PS5 playing 2K, but I gotta be quiet because there's security. But yeah, I stayed in the back of the mall a week, go back home for a few days, come back, stay for another week, or sometimes I get like a hotel for 1 to 2 days. But man, I was sleeping in the back of the mall. Can y'all believe that? Ooh, but that was some crazy. That was crazy that I'd do that, you know, and I didn't get caught by security. But yeah, you know, I do anything for work. And then we finally got our apartment. Me and my girlfriend finally got our apartment. It wasn't the right first move because our apartment cost like $1,500 a month. But I really liked it. It was a really fancy apartment, but I was making sure that my safety was, you know, okay. You know, I don't want to get robbed or anything like that. Yeah, so I started working at Tyler there. You know, I was calling my people, Lil Baby and Lucci. I don't know if many of y'all know them. They're the two owners of Level Up Sneakers and Mall in Tyler, Texas, in the mall. So, you know, so one day, you know, I was probably like after barely a year that I hit working at Level Up, I went to Longview to go chill with Lil Baby. And we were just talking, because I was really going to I was going to go look at 2023, a Camry car that I was going to buy and just pay it off, you know. But he was like, hey, you don't think about opening your own sneaker store? I'm like, yeah, that's my dream, you know, that's my dream, the main thing I want to do right now. And he was like, well, like, instead of a getting car, you know, probably we can like get together and open up our own shoe store down in Nacogdoches. And I know what y'all are thinking, Nacogdoches. Why Nacogdoches? Well, Nacogdoches, first of all, it's my hometown, Nacogdoches, Texas. You know, and I already got so many people off of social media. My social media was booming right there. It still is, but you know, I'll be having like 3,000 viewers on my Snapchat story. I still got Instagram and all that other stuff. But yeah, we decided, I was like, yeah, if you serious, then I'm serious about it. You know, we can start working on it right now. Cause he already had shoes put to the side. But then, you know, I had to get my own shoes. I started buying shoes. We probably started off with like 100 something pairs together, like 120 maybe. But yeah, we started being serious about it, you know. So we started looking for buildings. We were gonna get this building by CC's in the plaza, but they started asking for way too much information that they did not need, and it was only $800 a month. You know, here we got this whole 2,100 square foot building. I'm not gonna tell you how much we pay a month, but you know, we got this, and it's a way better spot for us because it's like so much space and everything. So that beats that, you know, that's how I like got into opening the store. Just that one little conversation about you don't want to open up your own store got me here today. You know, if it wasn't for him bringing it up, I probably wouldn't have been here. I probably still would have been working over there. But yeah, now we got our own sneaker store here in Nacogdoches. You know, it's called Universals. For many that I don't know, Universals. If you know Universals, okay. You know, we got plenty of shoes. We got some clothing. We just got posters around. You know, I'm finna put some Cowboys autographs in the walls. You know, make this thing look nice. But you know, that's how. Oh yeah, and for y'all to grow y'all social media, let me help y'all. So the best way to grow your social media, especially if you're in school, what you want to do, you know, obviously, like, if you got friends, like, have them mention you. But what I did, I try to have as many people as I can add me on Snapchat, Instagram, or whatever that is, you know. And I to make business cards sometimes. It might be illegal, I don't know. But I get them and hang them around the walls. I just tape them on the walls, have everybody see it. People like, oh, he funny. Like, he put on the wall, he posted, and then they mention me, you know, whatever. And that's how I get ads and stuff like that too. But what I also did, I make a post, you know, mention me on your story, at me, you know, this, I sell shoes, buy, sell, trade. And then just send it to you can't do it all together on Snapchat for some reason. You can only do it one by one. And then like, make sure you don't do it all at one time. You do it all at one time, you're just wasting your time. You gotta do like probably like 50 at a time and then send and then do it again because it'd be too much internet to send, you know. So what I do, you know, now it's just be hard because now I still do it to this day because it helps a lot. So I'm telling you, it really goes to social media faster and faster. The more people you got, the more it's gonna grow. So I got Snapchat only limits you to like 5,000 friends. You know, obviously I reached my limit. I got like 11K subscribers on Snapchat. But since I can only have 5,000 friends, I be you know, sending it to 5,000 people. I don't care who it is. I don't care if we got beef with them. I'm sending that thing, you know. I'm gonna get my name out there no matter what. But yeah, you know, that's just what I had to do, and then that's how I gained my social media. I'm not gonna lie, that's the biggest way. But that's pretty much how I grew up with them, getting the sneaker reselling and like growing how I am. I just want to say appreciate y'all for watching this video. You know, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Universos to the moon. We out.